Happy birthday, America. It's the 4th of July, and it's Sabbath Day Pond Shelter. Got a couple loons out there. Heard them even in the pre-dawn hours, and I nearly turned on I kept trying to turn on my phone just to record the audio of them. They were very loud, even though they were way down here. But it didn't work out because they would stop calling about the time that I would actually get the phone fired up. Beautiful, peaceful morning. There's another hiker that was tented out near the... I'm just going to go double check where I need to go. There's another hiker tented out right by the shelter, 44, another older guy like me. And he has offered to loan me his car so I can drive into Rangeley from Highway 4. So we got 9.2 miles to that highway. This is presuming, of course, that I can pass him in time that he feels confident that I would get to the trailhead, be able to drive his car into Rangeley. That's like 9 or 10 miles. Do my little light resupply, which I need. I miscalculated how many miles per day I could do in Maine. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking, oh, I'll do Virginia miles. Well, that's not happening here. Not until I get to like the 100-mile wilderness. And anyway, back to him. And because he has to leave the trail today, he needs the car. He has a family situation he needs to deal with, but he has offered to loan me his car to drive into Rangeley to get an extra day or two of food that I would need to get to Carabasset Valley. So I'm kind of motivated to scoot along here this morning. You know, it's such a beautiful, beautiful day. Sun filtering through the trees. So, on my way. I remember a thru hiker that I met 9 years ago doing this section. He was talking about purification of water in Maine, and he said, "There's a lot of moose poop in that water." There's a lot of moose poop on that trail. Holy smokes. Whew. It's kind of everywhere. I guess the moose just kind of go up and down the trail. In the wintertime especially. It's easily trafficked, and yeah. Well, you're seeing what I'm seeing. I just passed a couple muddy areas here and a stream crossing, and I'm reading the signs tracks correctly. It was a mama and a cub heading down the trail. It could be reasonably fresh. Just looking out here. Yeah. Well, they say the trail provides. Yeah. So, had a little problem a couple days ago heading out of Andover because nobody really had any gas canisters for sale in Andover, even though it's a trail town. And they have a general store and a hardware store and whatever. So I was in need of a gas canister, and then I started looking at the food situation, and I kind of had miscalculated how fast I was going to be going through southern Maine. So I kind of thought, well, I could really use Another day's worth of food. And the upshot is that this morning, Steve from Beverly, Mass., who's a section hiker, known on the trails as 44, offered to give me the keys to his car, which was parked at the trailhead, about 10 miles east of Rangeley, Maine. And so he said, I'll give you, I'll give you the keys provided, I think I can, you'll be back by the time I get to the car and need to drive out. He has to take care of a family situation. So I was highly motivated this morning to move along, and I did. Did about 2.5 miles an hour, I guess, for the 9 miles, including a climb and a lot of roots. So went in, have a gas canister resupplied for another day or two. Got a cheeseburger and a root beer float and some fries. Got banana, apples, yogurt, the typical stuff I take out of a trail town. And while I was there in town, ran into a couple hikers at the ice cream place. And one of them started in April and is a straight no-bow. He's going ultralight, I can tell from his pack. And he's hiking with another guy. So his name is Toto Frodo, because he's from Kansas. Cool guy. Very cool guy. He's hiking with another guy, Rabbit Foot, Rabbit Speed, something like that. And they're going to skip up here, I think they said, and they're going to try to set a new fastest known time for the 100-mile wilderness. 100-mile wilderness it's over 100 miles. Don't remember exactly how many. The fastest known time is 34 hours and some minutes, 58 minutes, something like that. So they're going to try to do that, and they're skipping up because the weather's supposed to get really crummy here by the time that they would be there naturally. So they're going to do a little bit of a skipping around in order to try to set this record. But it was interesting talking to him. So here I am back on the trail. Don't know if I want to go over the saddlebacks today. It's kind of a bit much. They're pretty steep. In order to get through the Saddleback Traverse, it's a matter of sort of committing to a 8 or let's just say 8 mile at elevation after you make the climb. So we'll see. But had an interesting interlude. Was able to resupply and get my fuel canister through the generosity of Steve from Beverly, Mass. The trail provides. Well, it's about 6:30. I've been at Eddy Pond here for a couple hours. Took an easy day. A couple of flip-floppers here who also went into Rangeley. That was a big highlight of the day. Went in and got a new fuel canister and got a little extra resupply, but this is just awesome. No wind. Cool place. Kind of a short day. Yeah, big shout out to 44, who gave me his keys to his car so I could go into Rangeley and sort of no questions asked, leave the keys under the mat kind of thing. That's really cool. Okay. Good day. Good day with an early tinting.